Hey everybody, it's Dave Soleil from the Sudbury School of Atlanta. We're talking today about shifting your paradigm in terms of education. Now let's start with a question. Which would you choose? The cell phone of 10 years ago or the iPhone 5 from today? Now 10 years ago, cell phones were primarily used for talking and not a whole lot more. Today, cell phones are your camera, your video camera, your internet, email, voicemail, text, calendar, navigation, movies, games, shopping, banking, music, weather, clock, news, birthday message, and social hangout device. Phones have gone through a very clear paradigm shift in the last 10 years. So let's try another one. Which would you choose? The horse and buggy from 100 years ago? Or the new 2013 Prius? Again, transportation has gone through a major paradigm shift, such that we don't think of transportation the same anymore. Nobody uses the horse and buggies anymore. So let's try one more. Which would you choose? The classroom from 150 years ago or the classroom from today? Now what's most interesting about these pictures is that the classroom from today and our educational system is exactly the same as it was 150 years ago. Education has not seen the same paradigm shift that communication and transportation have. And it really begs the question, if we wouldn't use a cell phone from 10 years ago and we wouldn't take a ride in a horse and buggy from 100 years ago, why would we want an educational system from 150 years ago? So it's time to shift our paradigm. It's time to upgrade our K-12 to the iPhone of education. We call that the Sudbury School of Atlanta. So what do we have to do to shift our paradigm? What does that look like? Well, the first thing we have to do is to set aside all our current conceptions of what education looks like. So we're going to set aside the rows of desks and homework and standardized tests and grades and traditional teachers and candy rewards. And we'll get into the reasons for that in another video of what's a new system of education to look like and why is the current system the way it is. But for now, I want you to think of traditional K-12 education as growing a field of sunflowers. Now, when we grow a field of sunflowers, we want them to be all the same size and the same shape and the same height and the same color, and we want them to bloom at all the same time, and we want them to meet all the same standards that sunflowers meet. And this is really what mass education is all about. It's about fitting everybody into the exact same mold. Now, at the Sudbury School of Atlanta, we know that your child is unique. We know that your child is an individual and doesn't think like everybody else, and we don't want them to think like everybody else. We don't want to fit them into some arbitrary mold of becoming like everybody else. We want to cultivate a field of wildflowers where every flower is different and every flower is a different size and shape and height, and they bloom all at different times. And the term we have for this is individualized education. It's education that's tailored to your unique child. So we invite you to come along with us with these videos to shift your paradigm and upgrade your K-12 to the Sudbury School of Atlanta. And in closing, we'll share just one more. Which would you choose? The iPhone of today or the telephone that was around when our education system had started? It's a little bit out of date, but I think if you're willing to come along with us and shift your paradigm, you'll see the true value here at the Sudbury School of Atlanta.